Hey guys, Miss Danielle here with a follow-up after our primetime activity. If you did the line activity, then you are in the right place. And if you didn't do the line activity, go to the primetime video, watch it. And if you already watched it, fast forward to the end and you'll know what I'm talking about with the line activity. So, you had a couple of rounds, right, where you had to stay on the line and try not to fall off because the floor is lava. How many of you made it through all of the rounds without falling over or stepping off the line? Raise your hand. I'm not going to raise my hand because that's not me. I didn't. I fall a lot. A lot. Which round was the hardest for you? Go ahead, shout it out so I can hear it. All right. My hardest round would probably be any of the one-footed things. The two-footed thing is hard enough for me, so even harder would be one-footed. And I fall all the time. I fall going upstairs, guys. Going up the stairs. Down the stairs sometimes, but mostly falling up the stairs. Who does that? This girl. So that activity would be super hard for me. But you know what? The reason we did this activity is because it shows that we all make mistakes, right? Sometimes we fall, sometimes we step out of line, sometimes we do it on purpose, and sometimes we do it by accident. But we all make those mistakes. And today, well, in prime time this week, we talked about how everybody makes mistakes, which means everybody needs forgiveness. Everyone. There's not one person in this entire world who doesn't need forgiveness. So, if everybody needs forgiveness, we need to practice giving forgiveness as well, right? I know I do. That was a super fun activity that reminded us of our story, and now I want to give you a bonus activity that has to do with our month's Bible verse. Now remember, there's one more Sunday left in March, so we'll talk about forgiveness one more time. And so we have this Bible verse for one more week. And I want to show it to you. So here it's on my phone. I'm going to scooch nice and close. Put up with one another. Forgive one another if you are holding something against someone. Forgive just as the Lord forgave you. So that's Colossians chapter 3 verse 13. And here's what I want you to do. I would scooch back, but my dog is looking out my balcony window right now. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to take that verse. I'll put it up again at the end, and I'll put it down in the details, or up in the details. I want you to take that verse, and parents, this is for you. I want you to split that verse up so it's on several different pieces of paper, like different chunks. So maybe put up is on one paper, with one another is on another paper. Split up in however many sections that you want it to be split up. Then, if your kids cannot read, still write the words and put like a number 1 for the first one, a number 2 for the second one, so that they can count them out. Now, once those are all written, here's what I want you to do. Parents, you're going to hide each piece of paper throughout your house. And we're going to play a giant game of hot or cold. So you have to hide them and then send out your kids or your kid to go find them. If they have trouble finding them, play hot or cold to see if they're close or far away from the papers. Hide them in different spots. Don't hide all the papers in one spot because that would be no fun. Then you're going to see if they can put the verse in order. Once they are finished putting the verse in order, they'll say time or done. You can time them because round 2, kids, you get to hide the papers and your parents have to find them. Remember, if they're having trouble, play hot or cold so they can find them. And then they have to put the verse in order and have fun with it. See who can do it in a faster time, or who could remember the verse afterwards. So that is your next activity. If you do this activity, take a picture of it, post it on Facebook, post it on Instagram at Ingmar Kids, hashtag Ingmar Kids, Ingmar Unites. And let us see all the fun that you're having. All right, until next week or this week on Saturday. Bye.